All right, we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Thursday very late night stream. It's the Thursday night, Friday morning stream. Welcome back. How's it going, everybody? Hey, it's Mr. Them. Hello. We're having some internet problems tonight. I think they're over, though. It was Spectrum. They were doing work. They were actually doing construction work. All right, hot slabs, hot giveaways, jumbo pack break. Live card shop. Actually, I feel like that's not what I want to talk about. Sword. No, it's called Sea and Sky UPC. And Prismatic Tyranitar. Tyranitar UPC. Hot slabs. Live card shop. Let's say hot breaks. Yeah, it's all about the breaks. There we go. We are live. What's up, guys? Welcome back to our late night card show where you can come in and stink about, and I'll stink with you. And then you won't have to be so stink lonely. We're going live for Thursday night. I don't like to be late on Thursday night, but 2 a.m.'s not too bad. Maybe we just run it later. But that's not a good system overall. We'll get it better. All right, we're starting about 1 hour late. We've been trying to shift the start time to 1 a.m., but we're starting at 2 a.m. But that would be full swing, the normal stream time. We'd be in full swing right now if we had just started at 1. So hopefully everyone shows up. We click on this. We like it when there's lots of viewers. Martin Ramirez wants a live custom. He ordered this 7 hours ago. Then Team Rocket Grunt. All right, well, okay. Well, so we've got a starting point. All right, and man, what is up with PayPal lately? There we go. PayPal does this thing where you try to open the website and it won't put your password in. It's like lagged or something. How are we doing financially? So much money! What am I gonna do with all this money? Oh, I don't know. Probably open more Pokemon cards. All right, let's see. Ooh. Speaking of opening Pokemon cards, did you guys see me open that $500 box of Tag Bolt? I opened up a $500 box of Tag Bolt and hardly anyone watched the video. Let me show it to you guys. You might have seen it, you might not have seen it. Here it is. One whole box of Tag Bolt. That's what that is. Right there. You got to watch it, okay? Here, let me turn my volume down. All right, let's see if we can click on it. There it is. All right, look at that. Hey, you're in my vertical live stream watching my vertical short. So I won't spoil it now. You're going to have to watch it. You're going to have to go click on it and watch it if you want to see the outcome. It's pretty cool. We are just giving that little video a boost. It only got like 1,000 views. Usually when I do a whole box of something, it gets more views. But here's my theory. Either it didn't ping or, more likely, it was longer than a minute. And so I think YouTube just doesn't advertise them when they're longer than a minute. I noticed that. So some people, they ask, why does it have to be a minute long? And it's like, for some reason, the minute-long videos just perform super well. YouTube pushes those. If you do a longer form, like 2 to 3 minutes, they don't push it at all. Hey, what's up, Miss Sarah? Strategies from Beyond, watching it right now. What? You can't do that. I saw the video. Mister left you a comment on it. You left me a comment? I didn't respond to it. Let me go respond. Give me a minute. How do we respond to this quickly? Let's go to YouTube Studio. Let's go to Community. And let's click on this. Cody Hodges, you can put that Snorlax Eevee right in my bag. I give you a like. They're getting extremely rare in Thailand, and population still so low. They don't really produce much and still don't relative to other languages. Oh, so the Thai language is just a lower print set, huh? That's fascinating. I like the way it looks. Thai language is very cool looking. We are drowsy. You know, I don't speak Thai language. I don't know what it sounds like even specifically, but I can still appreciate the aesthetics of a cool looking language. All right. You don't have to know how it's spoken to appreciate the way it looks. Boop, boop. Let's see. Tyranitar. Now, see, I feel like these two need to stay up on the table. These two stay up on the table. He needs to go down. Here's this beautiful Moltres. Here's our beautiful Psyduck. This guy needs to go in the Pricey Slabs channel. That's Geodude. All right, let's take a picture of this Geodude. People don't even know he's for sale. So that is a pricey slab. Tonight, hopefully we get some cards priced up that have never been priced up. What we have done pretty well is we have taken a nice picture of most of our standard cards. So now it's all about finding the cards that have never been priced or like they're hiding or something. And that happens. There's a lot of slabs around the room that we're hiding. Like actually we ran into these recently and this one. So these were all slated to go to eBay. And so they've been hiding in a pile marked for eBay and I never listed them. So now you got a chance to snatch them. Xenos 10 for 40, Gadatsu for 35, and a genuine Halo Top sketch card for 240. A bit more expensive. All right, those are really cool, though. Don't you agree? Those are freaking awesome. This Hoppit from Rocket Returns, that's a genuine vintage card for only $44. It's Hoppit. Ooh. I'll show you longer than a minute. Hey, mister, is the break still open for Cloud? Yes, actually, the Cloud break is still open. I'd love for you to join it. I think a couple people would be happy for you to join it. Where'd it go? Where'd that break go? I don't know where it's at. So down here, if you purchase a spot in it, I'll add you. He's around here somewhere. He's on the table, surely. Okay, well, maybe he's down here. He's gonna be down here, isn't he? Yes, he is. Here he is. Cloud. So he's 4 out of 20, but look, he's the star recipient, which means that as other breaks finish, he will inevitably fill up. All right, let me take a picture of this. All slab, September. I don't know what song this is. Nice. We just got a nice picture in. Okay, oops. Ooh. We definitely got plenty of slabs, don't we? All right, I need to pick a guy who wants to post stuff on eBay. There's a couple guys asking, and actually I've not chosen anyone because I'm so busy, I never get it set up. Okay. Here's Martin Ramirez, live custom. Mr. Martin, how much for your Flash Fire Booster Box Break? Flash Fire Booster Box Break. I don't think we have one of those. Here it is, Martin. Oh, look at that, Team Rocky Grunt. Oh my gosh, he sniped it. Oh, it's Sherrock 7 or Store Credits. Let's see what that is. Sherrocks. Oh, that's cool, man. Sherrocks or $120 store credit. Martin Ramirez. What do you think, Martin? Is he watching? He's going to say store credit. Now, it is a 7, but it's an unusual German card. Here it is. It's very pretty. It's from the Neo Destiny, or the Neo 2 era. He might say store credit. He might not. Looks like the price has already been somewhat reduced. There it is. I mean, picking up a nice card for 20 bucks doesn't hurt. I'll take his slab. You'll take the slab? He's not here to talk. I guess I'll write down that he wants the slab for now. I'll do credit. Are you Martin Ramirez? Help me out here, Mr. Kluuld. All right. So, oops. Yes, okay, Martin Ramirez. Sometimes it's better to secure, you know, like a nice slab. You'd be surprised. But people are given a choice. So this is a fun thing. This is an enviable thing to pull out of here. Now, here's the deal. He just sold this to me for $120. And so now, he goes back into the box, but he's going to go in for only $100 this time. Oh, I'm sorry. No, he goes in for $120. I said that backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So he's going in on 6 spots. So watch how this works, because you guys, what it is a card with the buyback option. That's what it is. PSA 7 Sherox, or so this time it'll be $90. Okay, so if you pull this card again, now you have to choose. Do you want this $150 slab or $90 of store credit? And you might be tempted to take the slab. You might be like, I'll take the slab, actually. He's a cool card. All right, so that's fun. That's something you might pull out of the live customs for 20 bucks. Okay. Good. Good. All right. Toss this up here. And then this goes back in here to the front of the box. So Martin turned 20 bucks into 120 bucks. That's not bad, Mr. Martin. I got no alert today, says Jay. Now, that doesn't make any sense to me, Mr. J, because it's a brand new stream for a brand new day. This would technically be a Friday stream, so I don't get that. Now, unfortunately, Team Rocket Grunt placed an order right after you for 2 live customs. I'm sorry, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. 1 and 2. That's going to be a miss. 2 cold ones. Ooh, those live customs. Mr. Brett had really pushed them in the daytime. We have an order, Jose Arredondo, 5 of the Energy Shuffles. Poke Shuffles are a bit safer, aren't they? Because it's always shuffled. So even if it's cold, even if it's hot, you got a chance at something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. Oh, Mr. Heath Davis is jumping into that cloud break, guys. Nice. Oh, Zapdos. Look at that. We're picking up Zapdos. Okay. Where was that scissor located during the German occupation? He's living in Argentina. That should tell you enough. He's now living in Argentina. What did they thought that Argentina would become like a new, like a new Germany or something, right? Wasn't that it? Why did they all go to? Obviously, they went there because they knew they couldn't be extradited, right? What was the reason they went there? They thought it was going to be like good stuff over there or something. Simple Zapdos. Not super crazy this time. This is a better card to pull on a single $5 card. Jose Arredondo. Can we start a petition for Mr. to change those ancient packs that he uses for the live customs to be more modern empty packs? Yeah, look how old these are. That's old, man. That's from Tag Team. So these are now 6 years old. He likes the ancient Japanese packs because they're bigger, I think he said. They are bigger, actually, yeah. That's the reason they got chosen, is because they hold more cards inside. Okay, Darwin Morales sent in an order for 11 of the OP11s. Okay. Gotta warn you, we're almost sold out of OP11. Hey, what's up, CS man? What's up, baby? All right. Oh. All right. Was my order before or after his? It was after his. I can prove that with the recording in DM if you'd like that. I would never break that rule for anyone. Besties, doesn't matter who you are. We always go in order when it's the live customs. Very strictly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'd show you live, but we can't do it live because it contains a little bit of their address, so don't want to be accidentally doxing anybody. Not that I don't think it would cause any harm, because nobody really cares about anybody here. We're just a card shop, but there There we go. I can make you a video that shows the exact order. There we are. Okay. And snipping this. All right. Mistress, the Celebration UPC nice. Yeah, I'd say so. Celebrations UPC is pretty nice. Wait, how much does mine, I've got a price on mine in here, and I feel like we haven't updated it in a little while. Celebration. Damn, dude, that's pricey. What's that now? Wow. It is so expensive now. I cannot believe how close it is to being the same price as my own listing at this point. That's crazy. You know, when I set a price on these products, it's kind of a high price. And then a little time goes by and, oh, not so high anymore. It's basically the price. Rip Charlie Kirk says PDX. Yeah, people are still talking about that. Sometimes in a nasty way online. Surprisingly nasty. Oops. All right, so actually there is a price change on the Celebrations UPC. We are going to be changing it to 1,100. Unbelievable. Okay, we noticed that with the Charizard UPC as well, that it had jumped in price too. So we are back to it. Mr. Darwin Morales. How much OP11 left though? So it appears that this is the end of the OP11 right here. After this, it should be sold out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 packs. I'm looking to buy the rest of it. There's 16 packs. Would you like me to wait? Let's see. I can get them all snipped together if you'd like. Just looking behind me for any examples of any loose packs or anything like that. I'm not seeing it. Making sure. Ooh, what's this beautiful card behind me? What is this? Oh my God, so many. Here we are, look at this. Nidoking, there's another Espeon. There's Pichu, Melodic, Mewtwo, Dragonite, Magneton, Mewtwo, Charizard. What the hell? Let's open these first. All right, let's see. Mistress like $8.50 on eBay. Yeah, it's a higher number after taxes. Did you know that? So after you pay taxes, it's a higher number. It's closer to like maybe like $910. And then, you know, let's say I were to sell it to you for exactly $910, which would be a break-even price, wouldn't it? I'd make exactly $0. That's not a good business. But here's the crazy part. I would pay this fee to PayPal. So PayPal would actually take $32 away from me, and I'd actually go negative. So just to break even, to make $0, I have to sell it at about $940-ish to you, and that will cover taxes. It will cover the PayPal fee. So that's what I got to do. I got to do about $940 to break even. But then I don't really want to break even. I want to make what's called a profit margin, where you sell an item plus a little percentage over it. It could be like a flat fee, like maybe every item I sell, I make like, you know, $1. You could argue what the margins should be. You could say that, well, the margin should be 10%, the margin should be 20%, the margin should be 30%. A lot of businesses do 25. But so if we took 940 and multiplied it by 0.25 and then add that to 940, oops, I did that wrong. 940 times 0.25 plus 940, you get about 1,175. So that's how our price arrived at 1,100. Now, the best part is if you find that that's too expensive, you just don't have to buy it. And what'll happen is the product will actually just naturally go up in price anyways if you don't buy it. So it doesn't bother me whether you buy it or not, because that thing will just go up in price. Here it is, which is what it had already done. What was our previous price? $965. It did that on its own. So now you can just see a little bit of the numbers behind my thinking. We do a little profit margin, and we just leave it alone. And maybe it sells and maybe it doesn't. And when it's a product that I'm truly just trying to get rid of, I don't really ask for that profit margin. I don't do that premium on it. We just get rid of it at whatever we can get rid of it at. Whereas if it's a product I'm trying to replace, once you buy it, I go out and I buy a fresh one. So that's how it's working, okay? So you buy one and I replace one. Okay, Darwin, some good insight. Yeah, and so some items have very small premiums. Sell them below eBay. Some items are break even with eBay, and some items have very high premiums because I don't want to sell them at all, or it's just this thing that is incredibly high demand, it's super hot, whatever it is. And occasionally something has a high premium, and it all just kind of, it ebbs and it flows. It ebbs and it flows. I watch the things sell. I watch things come and go. I have a taste. I have a feel for it, kind of like a gut feeling. And there you have it. If you feel bad about it, think of it like tipping your card dealer. You know, like you bought a $1,000. You went to the restaurant and you bought $1,000 meal, and now you're paying the tip or something. I don't know. Nobody buys $1,000 meal, but yeah, think of it like leaving a tip, I suppose. We also have some special things you can do here that you can't do anywhere else, like slab away. That's a really nice option. Or like the breaks. Those are really nice too. Mister, you holding on to any Pogo you got for cheap? Pokemon Go? I have a ton of Pokemon Go. I got like multiple cases of the ETBs. How are those doing, by the way? Because I have a feeling Pokemon Go is going to jump. I have a feeling Pokemon Go is really good. You know, underpriced product has this ability to suddenly become very expensive, like overpriced. Yeah, I can see it right now. It's jumping. It's jumping. I can see it right now. Yeah, our Pokemon Go price will now move from $13.50 to $14, and the ETB will move to $140. Slight change. See, if you make me look up the prices, that's not a good thing. Don't make me check prices. That's a bad thing. It's a good thing to have me check prices in a bear market, because then I'll be like, oh, my price is too high. If we're in a bull market and you have me check prices, I'm going to be like, oh, the price went up. We got to do a live update. So don't do that. Make a purchase. Don't warn me about it. Just make the purchase without asking any questions, and then I won't check and realize that it's higher. Sent for 11 more. Sounds good, man. All right. Damn taxes. The founding fathers would be so angry. Yeah, just remember, when you buy products with me, like $45 here, that's already including the taxes. So so if there's one on eBay for $45, but you have to pay 7 or 8% taxes at checkout, or you could buy it here for $45 and there's no taxes, mine's technically cheaper. So just keep that in mind. I like to let people know that. That's, you know, I'm like a used car salesman. It's my job to say that. It's my job to let you know what's going on over here. Like the kids at the lemonade stand. We got lemonade! Mark J. Valerian, 1 pack of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legend of Blue Eyes. You got it, man. The Legend of Blue Eyes. All right. Ugh. What about Surging Sparks? Do you think Surging Sparks have gone up over time? You think that my price has fallen behind? I can check them. I bet it's all gone up. I mean, it's been a little while since I've really priced anything. And so, yeah, I bet you as the months go by, it's all going up. So tomorrow, my in-laws are coming over. That means I will potentially miss the daytime stream. It depends on how early they arrive. They tend to just hang out and watch movies. That's the one thing they like to do the most, is watch like family-friendly movies, which makes me want to burn my eyes out or something because I can't stand them. I'm more of an adult movies kind of guy. I like scary movies. I like, you know, super twisty, smart stuff, or really angry, edgy stuff. I don't like anything like Disney or anything like that. It drives me nuts. So I will be stuck enjoying their, I don't know, milquetoast movies for a little while. They're nice people. I really don't mind their company. I just don't like the movie, though, I guess. Here we are. So that's what I'll be up to tomorrow. How about you guys? And then I think they'll end up spending the night. They tend to come down here and spend the night. Here's Heath Davis, Cloud Break. Oh-ho, the Cloud Break. Did you put me on the break? It's your turn right now, Heath Davis. All right. Yeah, I'm holding on to a ton of Pokemon Go. Why'd you ask? Is it someone else talking about it? I think it's a great set. I think the one thing about Pokemon Go The one thing about it is that you don't think it's a very good set until you realize all of the hollows are like really, really gradable. They're super awesome. And that's going to look good over time. I think they're stamped too, aren't they? They say Pokemon Go on them. So we have 5 beautiful people in the cloud now. Minister should watch Adaptation with no fast forward. Now, I'll hold that remote. I'm going to be like, this part's boring. Fast forward. I know what they're going to do. This guy's going to say this. Fast forward. Yeah, you'd love to watch movies with me. I watch movies the best way. No boring parts. They get fast forwarded. Boring parts are skipped. And then if you can't figure out what's going on in the movie, like if you skip a part that's actually really critical and important, we rewind it so that you can go back and figure out what you missed. It's so exciting. Karis loves it. Her favorite way to watch movies, actually. She told me that. Okay. Stamp. Now I need a pack. Well, you could open an ETB. We have some if you want some. It's just going up for me. I'm loving it. Mr. is a monster. Yeah, we were watching, it was that Netflix show, the mom who was sending the mean text to the girls. It was a documentary. Did you guys watch that one? And it was a documentary about this poor schoolgirl who's getting all these really evil, go kill yourself texts on her cell phone, and they can't figure out who did it. And I started skipping around, and we missed some like critical moments, and we had to rewind it and rewatch parts of it. So I didn't really save any time. So yeah, you can't mess that up. Mister wants to watch the world burn. Yeah, Karis was like, don't skip that part. They're saying something really important. I'm like, nah, they're not saying anything important. Come on, let's get to the... And then you could tell you had missed something critical, so we had to rewind it and go back to find out what we missed. Here we are. I read it after she got the FBI involved. I've been thinking about picking some Pogo product up and always like to hear your opinion on things. Forgot it was from way back in Sword and Shield 2. 1, 2... I got a lot of Pokemon Go because a supplier gave me a really good price, and I bought a lot of it thinking it was going to be really popular, and then nobody like opened it for a while, and I was like, that sucks. And then I just never really sold through it. And now, all this time later, there's way more interest in it. And you look at the prices, and the prices are almost triple now. So it's like, I guess I didn't even have to sell it. It just goes up on its own. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's a good thing that ain't a remote like in the movie Click, because Mr. would be on fast forward all the time. How is the graded booster pack break going? Let's see, the graded booster pack right here with just 2 people in it is not going well. It's going slow. But you know what? All the breaks are going slow right now. So I don't know what to say. Notably, sales have been fantastic. We've had some really big individual slab sales where people just outright buy a slab. We've had some really big pack opening sales. So there's been a lot of that. A little less activity when it comes to breaks. Here it is. I don't know why that is. We have some good breaks too. I mean, normally these are breaks that people would be piling into, but maybe people aren't vibing with the breaks as much. Here are. All right. Like, for example, we have finished a couple vintage pack breaks recently. CS-Men helps with that. CS-Men bought Shining Celebi and a Tyranitar box topper. Those are some good sales. Lots of Halo tops has been selling. I think we just went through 2 boxes of Halo tops. So, yeah, sales are as good as ever, but not for breaks. Breaks have been a bit slower, but it doesn't really matter to me which one sells because they're the same margin. It makes no difference. But I like to not see the breaks get stuck too long. But, you know, I think people kind of swing back and forth on what they like to open. Sometimes they open the breaks, they get burned by it, and they go, I'm just going to open packs. Then they open packs, and they get burned by it, and they go, I'm just going to open up slab breaks. So they kind of swing back and forth. Mister, they're pumping Radiant Pogozard. I think I bought one of those. Didn't I buy one of those? Let me see. They're pumping? We are. Sometimes you just need to pump it, you know what I'm saying? Radiant. Let's see. Oh, look at this. I bought this one. So it says I bought one in March. And it says I bought this TCC graded 10 one. It says I bought a couple of them. I'm pretty confident I did not sell all of those. I might have sold 1 or 2. So I got a Pogo Charizard somewhere. So what's he selling for now? PSA 10 Radiant Charizard. You know, this is the thing. He was always really desirable, but he was too easy to pull. Oh my gosh. He's 200, is that right? Wow. You know, so this is the thing. He was really cool, but he seemed like he pulled too easy. Kind of like the Obsidian Flames Charizard. But over a long period of time, they all get graded and they all get bought up, and then the price begins to rise and nobody's grading them, so they don't get replaced, and voila, now all of a sudden you got a card that looks like it's really going up. Notice some raw buyouts for it now. It leeches. You can't call people leeches for that. You know, they get to do whatever they want with their money. You get to do what you want with your money. I think, you know, you see them make a move maybe and you think, oh man, those jerks. It's a FOMO feeling. You got to be careful with that FOMO feeling. Yeah, I mean, it just happens. How do you think anything goes up in price? So, you know, if you got a nice card and it goes up in price, it's because some quote-unquote leech is buying it all up. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's helping you out. But, yeah, I mean, it's easy to get that FOMO feeling. It's a really powerful feeling. I have a TCC 10 of that Zard. Nice. We are what we got. Back in our card grading days, I'm thinking of retiring TCC grading a little bit because I actually just prefer to send the cards off to tag grading because we have this tag grading contract now, and I'm a little more excited for that than my own grading company. Because why? Because I don't have an encapsulator guy anymore. I could work on hiring a new guy and training him. That could be like a whole effort that I put a lot of time and money and energy into. Karis and I are getting ready to move though, so I don't know if I want to hire a guy around here, and I don't want to rent out that little house. We're getting ready to sell it. So for the time being, I don't feel like I'm in a position to really push my own card grading at all, not until we get repositioned. So for the next year or so, I might not be grading too much. So, you know, and that makes me want to focus maybe more on like tag grading since we got a cool thing going on with that. But Mr. Darwin, you know what I would really love? I'd love to buy some private equity in tag grading. That would be insane. I don't know if that would be allowed. I don't think you could call it third party at that point, but it's not like I would have any control over how a card grades. Give me your Pogo Mewtwo promo, mister. I'll pump it. Pump it. Oh, I think the card price that blows my mind is the Celebrations Pikachu Full Art. Such an easy pull. Its population must be huge, but there's a decent price for it. We were all shocked by the Celebrations Pikachu price, all of us. And it was back in the day, that card was a junk card, literally junk. And now it's one of the most valuable cards. And you look at it and you just think like, how? Like, what did it do to deserve that? But, you know, what you realize is that population doesn't matter as much as popularity. Population, it can matter. Population can create a bottleneck. It can create like a weird, like think of the Illustrator Pikachu. So rarity can matter, but also popularity can matter. So imagine if that Pikachu had simply been the secret rare of that set. What we're seeing is this obvious thing now that of course he would have been very expensive. He's so cool. So, you know, all this time later, you're seeing him sell for really incredible prices. And it's a cool thing, you know, and it's going to make Celebration shoot up because it's out of print. Okay, Jose Arredondo says, Raw Shuffle, you got it, man. Raw Shuffle time. How about that square cut Weeping Bell? That's pretty cool, huh? I regret even more not submitting cards to you back when you were doing it. Well, if you get any TCC cards, don't be tempted to take the 10s and cross them to PSA. That's what I'm most scared of, I guess. That's why I'm keeping a couple myself. Greedent and Snow White. I have this fear that people will just buy up the Cardconomist 10s off the market and cross them to like PSA. I really don't want that. It would make me sad if the only Cardconomist cards left over were like, you know, 9s and less. I would hate that. Here's Jose Arredondo. It would make me sad in a certain way. So that's why I bought up some of the 10s to make sure that the 10s are protected and that we can show off our handiwork from the years prior. And who knows, maybe we get back into card grading in a serious way one day, just for fun, like merchandise. Mr. Closed show and tell after I closed binders. Yeah, so show and tell is not closed. It's simply made private, and then we have a fresh one open. And the moderators have been asked to comb through that channel and make sure that it's not being misused for like, what you can't do is you can't try to establish a little, you know, a little pop-up card shop in our Discord server. We don't really do that. You know, there's a place to sell your cards. It's a really good place called eBay. So I asked them to look over, review it, make sure that there's nobody that's, you know, kind of misusing the channel. Show and tell is really just to show off your fun, cool cards and sort of express what kind of cool card you got. Like if I took, you know, if I took this and I said, I love my Superior, check it out. But let's say instead of doing that with the Superior, I took a picture of this row right here, and it's all got price tags, and then I got a picture, and the picture has like my, maybe like my Instagram or something in it, something like that. So a bunch of priced slabs and an Instagram title. That's an offense. You can't do that. You're trying to run a card shop in our Discord server. We don't want that. Jordan Estrada says 3 Gunslingers and 3 Mega Symphonias. So they're going to review the privated channel. It still exists. We didn't delete it, but it's going to be looked at real quickly. I'm sure nobody broke that rule, but it's just something worth reviewing. We haven't done that in a long time, you know. And if you appear to never look into it, stuff kind of creeps in over time, right? All right. Yeah, but there is a good place to sell your cards. Luckily, you don't need me. You don't need our Discord server to sell your cards at all. It's called eBay. eBay is the best place in the world to sell cards. They'll get your cards sold. Now, let's see. Gunslinger, we need a new box. You didn't say swag, mister. Can I show off my talent and show and tell? I'd love to see your talent. Does it involve a ping pong? Oh, yeah, here we are. Whoa. Whoa. Here we are. I was thinking about getting one, but I can't spend that much today. I'm just letting you know I want to check your price on the 151 UPC. Here we are. Ooh. Okay. I could be wrong, but I've never seen nobody doing that here. Even better, I'll spin a baton and play ping pong at the same time. There was only one instance where someone said, DM me for price. But other than that, it hasn't happened. Nice. We're not just looking for that specifically, though. We're also looking for sort of like behaviors where, because most people know they're not supposed to do it. So we're looking for behaviors where it's like, maybe they've slipped like an Instagram title in there. Like, hey, by the way, here's my Instagram. Or like they're showing off a whole bunch of slabs and they're all suspiciously priced. Those are some other things to look out for. We don't want to beat anybody up, but we kind of want to let them know we don't want that. We just want to have a community where we're hanging out. Card sales take place on eBay. Everyone has access to it. It's a nice public place. Everyone here can go to eBay. And eBay, you know, there's so many customers on eBay anyways. You don't need our Discord server. Our Discord server is so small. All right, Mr. Jordan. Okay, you ready? They're all fine from what I see. Nice. Let's snip this. Okay. All right. Snipping this. Very good. Oops. Ooh. Do you have a Moonbryon for slab away? I do. I have one just for you. No, I don't have one, I'm afraid. Bugenhagen. Here's Summoner. It's Summoner. Here's Lightning. I wish I did, but nobody has given me a Moonbryon to sell. I get a lot of other cards to sell. People want me to sell all the non-Moonbryons, but very few people want to give me a Moonbryon to sell. Let's see some cards we got for sale. Look at this. So here's Mr. Brent Love gave me this cool Master Chief card. That's neat as hell. Mr. Adam Peshuis, he gave me these Pokemon playing cards. I don't know. I feel like they look a bit plain for the price. 460 for those. I don't want to reduce his odds of selling them. Maybe somebody likes them, but here's a sexy booby girl. Here's Eradicate from Miss Tammy. You can buy this from Tammy, and she's going to get a little cut of money to play with. Oh, Tammy, did you hear you got a little store credit? Somebody finished a slab away. You have 289, Tammy. Okay, I was thinking of making a receipts channel for consignments. Costume wearing Suzu. All right, that's another thing. So we want to change consignment a little bit. In the future for consignment, you're going to have to work with me because I don't want to accept all slabs. The problem is we're getting too many slabs, and you would think that's a good thing, but the problem is I have a really limited amount of space around here to store them. And I'm just thinking like, man, I don't know if I can take 100% of the slabs. So you get a slab kind of like this one where it's just like a common card, but it's like a holographic girl booby card. That one you may need to list on eBay. I kind of made a short announcement about that on our Discord server, but you know, might as well mention it in the live too. Oh, that's Mr. Wife's drawing. Which one? You had an Umbreon drawn graded card. Yeah, he's fun, isn't it? So that's Quip's drawing. She draws a lot of cards. She even has a YouTube channel where you can see some of them being drawn. I don't know if you guys knew about that. Wonder how that channel's doing. I haven't looked into that channel in a while. Can I look that channel up? Let me see. I don't think it's connected here. Don't think it's connected to my channel in any way. Switch account. Nope. Nope. Okay, let me see if I can find it. I know the name of the channel. It's Quip's Art. So let's see. I have a feeling like I won't run into it. Oh, there it is. Oh, there. Oh, wait. Is this it? Let's type in Haunter, maybe. Wow, you just can't find it. It doesn't want to show it to me. That's so unfair. The algorithm will not show me her channel or her drawing. Let me try going to shorts, because it is a short. That is so unfair. It's not showing her content. Try this again. That just makes me sad. You know, it's not a very large channel. That's the problem. So I'm sure YouTube would show it off if it was larger. I've shown off her drawings on my channel, but her actual shorts where she draws them are not showing up at all. You can't find them. Oh, well. All right. Well, enough of that. Let's turn the music back on because I hear that the music is stopped. Click. Have we done my order? Says Miss Savaduzababy. Not yet, Miss Sarah. Let's go ahead and pop over to it. So I'll plug that back in. Oops. I know she's a busy person, but you would do more drawings. I should tell her that. You know, once upon a time, she was taking commissions, but then one guy started kind of being pushy about it, and I told him we're not going to do that anymore. We are. All right. Ooh. Joran Estrada. Ta-da! Louis would buy it. Maybe. All right. I know she likes some Pokemon better than others. She likes suspiciously the furry kind of Pokemon, like Blaziken and Lucario. I don't know how to feel about that. All right. Here's Mark J. Valerian, 3 packs of Yu-Gi-Oh! Ghosts of the Past, 1 Legend of Blue Eye. Okay. Wait a second. Sarah, you had an order from the daytime stream. So did Brett Love. That's what's going on. Oh my gosh, Sarah. All right, so Sarah has this order. She has a big order. 1 Sword and Shield, Sea and Sky, and pre-grading for Pikachu, and Crown Zenith Arceus. Ah, okay, it is Miss Sarah's turn right now. We're not going to make her wait another minute. I'll be right back, Sarah. All right, here we are. Very nice. Whew. One whole box of Sea and Sky. I opened the box out there standing up is so much easier. I get myself a paper cut though. Ow. That sucks, man. All right, now I got it because that's a finger I use a lot for this job because the skin will stretch a lot as I stretch the finger. Doesn't sound right. None of that sounds right. Okay, your Rayquaza, very nice. Beautiful. Hands on the table. Here we are. Wow, that's a really old joke. That's like a year one joke. Ow. Wish I had like super glue I could put on that for now. God. That's what, when I was a kid, that's what my parents would do. Well, specifically, my dad would take super glue, and he would cut his finger real bad working, and then he would just super glue the cut shut. That's it. He was just like, where's the super glue? And then he just poured glue all over his cut, and that was the end of it. So he had super glue in the drawer. Every time he got cut, super glue went in. Yes. All right. Snipping this. Snipping this. I hear super glue is the emergency go-to. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. All right. And here's this. Super glue has avoided me many stitches. We are. Well, remember, so we used to run like a wood business, and my God, would you get your hands cut up doing that. All kinds of tools that'll cut your skin. But the wood itself is always jagged and covered in splinters and horrible things. I mean, I got a splinter every single day doing that work. I had really thick, what do they call this? Callus. I had such crazy callus on these, whatever you want to call them, right? These pillows right here, man, they were thick. They were like an inch thick. It was crazy, and you would get really horrible. Splinters under your fingernails. So horrible. You actually got pretty skilled at handling like the boards and all, because you didn't want to scrape a splinter on real bad under your fingernail or your thumb. And I had some real nasty ones that make you never forget. They're real deep, real deep, real thick, giant splinter deep under your nail, and you go, you know, you're pulling it out and it's bleeding everywhere. And, you know, it gets infected. It's really horrible. And then you go, that'll never happen again, because it was so painful and horrible. So, yeah, I had some terrible ones. But anyone who worked out there in the garage got really bad ones, so you would learn that. Why not just a Band-Aid? It's all about the super glue. Here it is. Look at that gloom. Wow, these are really well centered, Sarah. Okay. What's Gloom been up to? I don't know what Gloom's up to there. Gloom's spitting something. Here we go. Lunatone and Glaceon. Probably drool, right? Okay. Calloused hands like a working man. Now I got sissy boy hands. You got sissy boy hands, huh? Yeah, I got soft hands. My hands are soft like a feather now. But when I was younger, working in that garage, oh, there you go. We were just talking about a card like this, a Radiant Charizard. This is not the Pokemon Go version. This is the Crown Zenith version. Look at that. Very nice. Okay. Poochyena. Look at that Pooch. All right, Poochyena. We also have Pangoro. Hoopa. Dang, dude. Hoopa, he is one of the hits, but he is one of the less popular hits. That sucks. The Charizard's good. The Hoopa's bad. What else we got? Comfy. All right, we get a couple Comfies here and there. Okay. Sounds like a real man's man. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes I have like memories of working, selling the cuts of wood and the saws and all that, and I go, man, I should get back into that. I have like this endless knowledge that I'd never use. It's like if I suddenly stopped working on Pokemon cards and then never went back for like 18 years. And it's like I know all this stuff about Pokemon and I never use it. Ooh, so that's how it feels. Ooh, the Paris is looking so clean. Paris, why couldn't you have been like one of the good ones like Pikachu? Mr. Mime and grubbing. He's grubbing it up. That Hoopa is underrated. Yeah, Hoopa's cool. All right, thank you so much, Miss Sarah. Okay. I had my phone in my pocket and ended up in another rip and ship. It was too quiet. Haha. Oh, you could tell it wasn't here because the other guy wasn't saying as much, maybe, or he wasn't shouting through his phone like a crazy maniac. So beautiful Rayquaza, Kyogre, Rayquaza. You, of course, got some hollows. Pettis, Valo, Rayquaza. Oops. All right, we got Comfy. Tonight, we went out to eat at the Chinese buffet. It's really yummy. I'm very good when I go to the Chinese buffet. I just get a little bit of meat, a little bit of broccoli, and a little bit of mushrooms. I avoid the bad stuff, no fried stuff. I don't do a bunch of noodles. And then I just limit how much I eat. So you can enjoy a buffet and be pretty reasonable about it. Buffets are surprisingly flexible. So I had a little bit of buffet. It was pretty good. I loved it. It's a Chinese buffet ran by the same family. It is so small. It's ran by one family, 2 boys, 1 girl, mom and dad. That's it. And they run the whole thing. That's the Lake of the Ozarks only Chinese buffet. And they recognize us because we eat there every now and then. Karis is obsessed with fortune cookies. She loves the fortune cookies. But this time, something really crazy happened. She picks one for me and one for her to make sure that we don't mix the fortunes. So she opens my fortune cookie. The first thing that happens, a little fortune cookie paper falls out. And it says something about, so it's half of a fortune has been like cut off in half by the crimping. And it says good luck on it, but you don't get to see the rest of it because it's been cut off. And then she opens my cookie and the next little piece of paper says your luck will change. Oh no, it felt cursed. It felt cursed. Something felt very odd about that. We looked at each other and we both felt very uncomfortable. The first one said good luck and the luck part was crimped as if it was saying good luck. And then the cookie, the fortune in the cookie said your luck will change. Terrifying. Miscut, sell the error. I just had some Chinese tonight too, yummy. That hoop is under, all right. So that was for Miss Sarah, but she's not done. She was pre-grading for Pikachu and crowning it Arceus. Okay, so let's go get into that now. I'm gonna bet that's the Pikachu. Wow, that's a nice thick stack of cards you got there. All right. Set these here. Oh, the Arceus is right in the front. Perfect. Wow, that's a nice chunk of cards, man. That's a nice whack of cards. Okay. Very gas, fire, flames. Ooh. It's like 99% there, Sarah. There's just one thing concerning me. Up in this upper left-hand corner for the Arceus. Yeah, see that? Pretty sure that's a 9 with PSA. PSA will probably give that a 9. I would call it 9.5 minus. Okay. Because I also don't want to discourage you so badly that you don't try. And then it turns out it would have gotten a 10 anyways. But to me, that looks like a PSA 9. If it was my card, I'd be like, I'll send it in, but it's going to be 9. Now, Pikachu, that is a big one. Okay. Off centers, thin on the left. How bad is it, though? Pretty borderline on the centering. Back of the card looks good. If you don't eat the cookies, then it won't happen. Oh, yeah, does the cookie activate it when you eat it? Boy, those are some nasty cookies, aren't they? Oh, this phone's about to die. Okay, I got to plug the phone in, guys. So, I would definitely grade this one. Don't skip this one. The centering is very borderline is the problem. But other than that, the card has no flaws, but the centering. And here's what's notable. Let me plug this in. Here's what's notable about that centering. It's one of those cards where it's kind of hard to see the centering, where the centering is bad. The bad centering is down here on this side. If you have very sharp eyes for this, which I do, you can plainly see the off-centering. I think this should grade a 9, but I think because it's kind of hidden, the bad centering is hidden, it may actually grade 10 for that reason. I would probably send this one specifically to PSA. I'm going to call it 9.5 minus, and I would specifically send it to PSA and hope that they grade it with just someone's eyes, because they might look it over and be like, I think that's a 10. Okay, hope that helps. I would send this one off. As for the Arceus, I mean, you could just send this one off anyways, just because it's probably going to make you your money back even as a 9. But dang, it would have been nice if this was a 10. So that one's up to you. I wouldn't have skipped this one. This one's 100% worth the risk, the Pikachu is. Because in the small chance that he does grade 10, and I think there is a small chance, he's worth a lot as a 10. He's worth tons of money. He's like $200 or something, isn't he? Just by himself. That's a worthwhile chance to take. All right. And again, the centering's borderline. I would say it's right on the border between a 9 and a 10. But the fact that it's kind of blurred, kind of hidden, I would say that gives you an advantage. Okay, somebody really wanted to talk to us. Oh, no, this guy thinks he's an edgelord. So funny, man. All right, troll be gone. So we've got a whole box to open for Brett Love. I don't suppose he's awake. It's my fault. I started the stream an hour late, so we did not get Mr. Brett Love taken care of, apparently. Let's go ahead and see what this next order would be. We have Jordan Estrada, 3 Gunslinger, 3 Symphonia. 3 Gunslinger, 3 Symphonia. All right, we got that. How about the Symphonia? So Symphonia, I believe we need a fresh box. If you'll excuse me, let me get a fresh box of that. All right. Haha. Very nice, very nice. Okay. All right. Grab this. So, what do you guys want to talk about tonight? What's on your mind? What are you guys thinking about? What are you guys thinking about? You know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about getting that Beckett submission out for you guys very soon, probably tomorrow. I was working on it. I was prepping it, by the way. So we were already working on it. All right. And then it'd be nice to get a second round of tag grades out the same day or the same weekend. Jordan Estrada, snip. So these are yours. I'd also like to add some new stuff to the menu. I'm feeling like the menu needs some new stuff. What do you guys want on this menu? Tell me what you want. Tell me. Oh, you guys have been talking. I needed to scroll down. So many clicks to ban someone. Not the right way to go about it. Wait, mister, I don't think you did my order, says Hawaiian Rifleman. Oh. Wait, I don't think I did his order. All right, we're going to take care of your order right after this. Jordan Estrada. My bad. We got Carddass. It's titties. What's your opinion on Team Up as a whole? Well, my opinion doesn't matter on Team Up. It is obvious that the Pokemon card community has chosen Team Up. It's very expensive. So expensive that it almost seems like a bad thing to try and buy and get into these days because it's probably already kind of at a price ceiling and not as much room to grow as some of the other sets. Does that mean that it could still outpace the other cards? Maybe. Yeah, we don't know exactly how it works. Here's the deal. If a card becomes more and more and more and more and more expensive and inaccessible, people give up on it and they start collecting other cards. You got Stoofle, Mr. Joran, you got Stoofle. So, you know, I look at Team Up and I think it's already at this sort of price ceiling that feels like relative to the other things you could be buying, it's pretty up there. Pretty up there. I don't know if I'd mess with that right now. It's really impressive. I can't believe I only have one box of Team Up. What a fool I was. If I had only had one full case of Team Up, I would be sitting on like $80,000, $70,000. I got one box of it like an idiot. Oops. However much it would go for. How much would that be? It'd be like 60,000 or something. Yep, one case of Team Up would be like 60,000. One of the best investments. It's unbelievable. And I'm dumb, dude. I should have been stacking that Team Up so high. I bought other things. Like I bought I bought like Cosmic Eclipse. I bought Unbroken Bonds. I don't know if I bought that much Hidden Fates in the end. But yeah, I was dumb. I didn't stack that. Mr. Mark J. Valerian, 3 packs of Yu-Gi-Oh! Ghosts and Legend of Blue Eye. You got it, man. It's so crazy. There were like rumors it was short printed. No, it was reprinted. They reprinted it. It wasn't short printed. It was reprinted. And that does not matter. Here we are. Remember telling you to invest in Team and Evolutions? You got Evos. There we go. All right. And we're going to jump over here. Very nice. Okay. Winston Lee. What's up, Winston Lee? Okay. It was short printed, mister. You're short printed. Hey! There were like rumors of it short printed, mister. I remember telling you to invest in Team Up and Evolutions. You got Evos SP. Yes, I did get Evolutions. There we go. Now, wait a second. You only needed one of these. What am I doing? I'm just trying to hand you some free ones. Okay, let's get it started. We got a nice square cut Weeping Bell right there. No, you're a towel. You guys don't want German Geo-Rock? Look at that Geo-Rock. Only $70 for 9. Pretty cheap, pretty affordable. All right, snip of that. Snip of this. That Charizard's nice, huh? Snip of this. Okay. So, what do we have here? We've got Stop Defense. Oh, good. We've got some holographic ones. Ah, yes. We also have some holographic ones. And finally, we have some holographic ones. You know, if there's ever a must-have Yu-Gi-Oh set coming up, like one that's going to change the landscape for Yu-Gi-Oh, super collectible, the most collectible set of all time, you could always mention it. If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, you could always try to talk me into supplying it onto the menu. I have a lot of faith in Ghosts of the Past, but you know what? It's getting pretty old. Kind of going up in price. Only if I kept the XY Evo and Cosmic Seal at the time instead of just mass opening them like an idiot. I would be sitting on a gold mine. Now, don't feel bad about it, CS Men. Everyone says that. No one knew what was going to happen, and you don't know what's going to happen next, but you don't have to keep it sealed, honestly. You don't have to keep it sealed to make a good investment on it. You can open cards. All right, let's get this started as a break. I like this one. This would make a cool break. You want this to be a 3-way gym break? That'd be interesting. What do you guys think? A 3-way gym break? What do you guys want? A 2-way gym break or a 3-way gym break on this Charizard tail end of the race? That team up promo of Cleffa Togepi is 230 raw. Team up promo. Yeah, crazy. Wow. I've sold that card before. Looks good. 3. I think it should. We've done 3 once and it finished, and it was kind of funny to watch. I remember I used to open like cases of XY to get that Charizard, and I never got it. Haha. Oh yeah, the XY Charizard. Well, you know, I sold my XY Evolutions Charizard 10 to a guy where I even reduced the price for him because it's like he was struggling to pay it off, and I was just trying to help him finish it. And now it's like all I had to do was hold it. I didn't have to sell it at all. It's really, really crazy when you think about those kind of things, you know. But that's the nature of it. You can't kick yourself too hard. You got to think about, what do you want to do today? What do you want to buy today? All right, so we're going to say, wait, shouldn't this be in red? You can't overthink that kind of stuff, you know. Just have fun. And this time, don't sell, even when you're tempted. So that's Rainbow tail end of the race. Okay, so now we've got an order from Gabriel Enriquez for Halo Tops and Magical Girls. The Magical Girls. I don't think I've opened that in like 7 years, it feels like. I'm going to have to go hunting for that. Okay, so Halo Tops. I hate it when people say you should have, could have, would have. Honestly, sealed is only worth investing on. If you intend on selling it eventually, you'll never rip for fun. Yeah, exactly. Like, I just opened up that Tag Bolt box. I could have just kept that sealed. Excuse me. So, we'll grab this. Lovely. I could have kept my tag bolt box sealed, but the point is, somebody opens it. Might as well be you at some point. You got to be in the mood to have fun, not make money. Got to be in the mood to have fun. Maybe that's a crazy idea. What? Collecting and fun? Don't you know the point of collecting is to hold it for 20 years, never touch it, and then sell it to someone else? Do they get to have fun with it? You know what I mean? Oops. Hold on. All right. I'm looking for magical girls. I'm not seeing magical girls, so I may have to go get a fresh box, okay? There's Spy Family. Or if you're Asian, Spy Family. Yeah, I think I need a box of the magical girls. Wow, I hardly remember what it looks like. So, wait, maybe I should look it up. Weiss Magical Girls when I go hunting for it. Yep, okay, I recognize it. So I'm going to go find the Magical Girls box. We need a fresh box of it. I'll be back, guys. All right, so the full name of the set is Gushing Over Magical Girls. Oops. Here it is. It's a super naughty set. And we have just cracked into a fresh case. So he wants 3 Gunslinger, 3... Oh, wait, that's Jordan. I'm sorry. Gabriel wants a Halo Tops and a Magical Girls. Perfect. Perfect. Anyone know if the remaining OP11 got opened? Yes? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. There's a couple packs left because you ordered like 11 more, but there were a couple packs left after that. There we go. All right, now we're just talking. Look at that. All right, here we are. Yep, I'm prepping the BGS submission. Okay, you ready? Snipping that. And we're going to snip this. I'm trying to see who CSPN is responding to. I don't see the message. I wonder if it's under all messages. Hold on. All right. Anyone play Umamusume? There we are. Very good. You ready? Konnichiwa. Almost naked girl. Almost naked girl. 2 girls who look like they're about to start kissing and the boobs are going to touch. Here's girl. And here's this crazy girl as well. There you go. All right. So the whole pack, the entire pack is a Gooner game card set. Now, look at what's going on with this character. That's crazy, man. She just looks like she's naked. Is she like... But I guess she's not, huh? She's like almost naked. All right. Crazy. Now, only losers open sealed product. Yeah, not like me. Here's, ooh, Jackal. Very nice. Ooh. Set this over here. And we've got incoming We've got the structure. You got to be careful with how you view like Pokemon card prices these days, because so many of the Pokemon card prices are now all based on everyone like hoarding these cards, thinking I'm going to flip dip this later. It's going to be so much money. I'm going to get rich. And so, you know, you got to be careful with stuff like that because it's a very high greed level. Here it is. But I don't know. I can't predict the future, so I just keep buying it myself. So I can't tell you not to buy it, but you know, there's always a possibility. It's in some sort of bubble. The bubble, it's going to pop. The bubble's going to pop any second. Yeah, quick, sell me all your good ones. Gabriel. Wall Street Journal's making articles about how well it's performing. It's pretty interesting. All right, Gabriel, where am I going to find that bag? Now, Gabriel, you're not going to show your mother that you collected that card, right? She doesn't need to know. She wouldn't understand anyways. It's an investment. Mom, I'm investing. There we go. Mom wouldn't get it. Let's see. Looks like you got a bag right over here. Welcome back, Gabriel. Will I watch the new Stranger Things? Yes, I will be watching the new Stranger Things. Of course I will. The local news was talking about Pokemon. PokeRev was on it. That's crazy. We are. Pokemon reaching record heights. It's such an impressive run that you can't ignore it. You can't ignore the price on these cards. Ooh, look at this Mickey Mouse card. You sure turned ... Let's take a quick look at the last sold on these Mickey Mouse cards. You ready? Mickey Bubble Gum. Let's say 1935. All right, now let's head over to sold. Oh, man, I don't know what this music is, but I'm not liking this one. Oh, wow, it's like 2 hours long, too. Okay, skip that one. Wow, did this really sell for $416? Well, it looks like I should take this pretty seriously. I was just going to list this for nothing, but some of these are selling for big money. Can we find this particular one then? Let's see. So some of these are selling for great money. This one says, you sure turned. You sure. Here's an ungraded one that sold, but there's a big difference between graded and ungraded. Here it is. You sure turned the tables. PSA 3, $250. PSA 2 is $200. Wow. Well, what's crazy, look up these bubblegum Mickey Mouse cards. They're actually selling for that price. That's really interesting. Here we are. Mister, it's only an investment if you have the resources to distribute products, eBay, yard sales, conventions. True, true, true. I mean, eBay is available to anyone, though, if you think about it. I've heard this song too many times. What is this? What is this called? This is called The One and Only Mega Man. Here we are. Okay. So Gabriel's taken care of, and we have a new price on a Mickey Mouse card. Darwin Morales. The rest of the OP11. You got it, Mr. Darwin. Oh, that's what Darwin's asking about. Can I have the bubble gum? Yes. All right, here it is. So OP11 is sold out. Let me head over here. OP11's off the menu. Scooby-Dooby. Wow, the menu shrunk. It shrunk by a thing. It's an eBay slab. You're talking about that one. You're saying it'll probably only sell on eBay. Well, we've sold a number of Mickey Mouse cards up here on the table. We've sold, actually, we sold 2 to Louis the other day. Remember that? Louis bought 2 of them. I don't advertise them very often. I'm not in a super big rush to sell them. Here's this. They're kind of like one of those things where you buy it, you don't really think too much about it. You give it another 10 years, see where it's at 10 years later. Here we are. All right. Good. Good. Oh. right, that's Darwin Morales. And he, oh, nope, that's not you. I think Prismatic is cheap. I've been buying up SPCs. What? Nuh-uh. Okay. Do you agree Prismatic will never drop no matter how many people closet it because the collectors will just swallow it up the second it's in stores? It's a solid set. It's a solid set. It's maybe not my favorite set. Like it's like an Evolving Skies set, right? But I actually think Evolving Skies is more fun. But it's not bad. You know, it's a close second to Evolving Skies. There's clearly some really nice artworks in it. The God Pack is probably what makes it most fascinating of all. It's the God Pack. It's very fun to open. On the downside, though, it's really hard to feel rewarded by Prismatic because good pulls are so rare in that set. You mostly just pull nonsense and you spend a lot of money on that nonsense. So with Prismatic, it's a good set, but I feel like it's going to grow slower. Ooh, I got to pick a new vintage slab out. I feel like it's going to grow a little slower because it's already at a high price, and they're going to keep reprinting it for years probably, right? Like they kept reprinting 151. So it's just in an okay category. I like it. I'll stock up a nice chunk of it, leave it alone. It's an Umbreon set, enough said. But is it the best set ever? I don't think so. I don't think we've seen anything at the caliber of Evolving Skies in a long time. In fact, you might just be able to buy another box of Evolving Skies and just sit on that. Evolving Skies ruined any Umbreon chase cards going forward. Well, that's not necessarily true, but Prismatic had a chance to dethrone it, and it didn't. The design wasn't good enough. It was good, but not as good, in my opinion. Let's see. So I can buy a box of Evolving Skies for $2,400. Is there no way to get a better... I'm trying to get this. Okay, here we go. So it looks like I can definitely get one for $2,600. $2,600. And I can just buy that and put it in my closet and hope it goes to like $3,500. And it might actually do that. So why not do that instead of playing around with the Prismatic? Why not just do Evolving Skies? It's a great question. Evolving Skies ruined. Evolving Lies. Do you agree Prismatic? I think Prismatic's cheap. Myself and more on eBay. I miss OP dearly. You miss it? Okay, Mr. Gabriel says he'd like a round of shipping. Now, Gabriel, have we shipped you before? Do I have your address is my question. Here we are. We got to make sure we can ship this guy. Now is a good time to get your shipping done, guys, because Miss Alexis is coming in tomorrow. I assume she's coming in tomorrow. She's supposed to come in tomorrow. Okay, let's see. If she doesn't, I'm going to throw a big fit. Give me a second. We're logging back in. Did my order go through for PayPal? Oh, I'm sure it went through, baby. All right, so we're going to say Gabriel. There it is, Gabriel Enriquez. Excuse me. We're going to increase the weight here. Okay. Prismatic got Master Balls. True. You know, I think that the glamour of Master Ball reverse hollows has somewhat worn off on people. You think people are a little tired of that gimmick? It's a bit of a gimmick, isn't it? It's basically just an improved reverse hollow. That's all it is. Like, and it's not even the most incredible looking reverse hollow I've ever seen. For example, I think that stamped cards look better than Master Balls. Stamped cards. Too many balls. Yeah, like it was cool when 151 introduced it. Now, I realized pretty rapidly after the release of 151 that they can just keep releasing Master Ball sets, and that's what they've done. So it was a fun trick, but, you know, its fun might run out, sort of like Radiant Pokemon or like Amazing Rares. Now we have Julio Oliveira, One Pokemon Go English. One Pokemon Go English. Where am I storing that? I don't know where I store that. Is it here? Is it in this box? Let me go get a box with some Pokemon Go in it. Then he wants 4 Korean Black Flame. Also, do we have any more Tag Team Thai Language for sale? I'd buy a common for the collection. I don't have any more for sale. I do have the ones you saw in the video. In 10 years, people will hype the Master Balls up. That's fair. Sure, that's fair. They'll be like, remember Master Balls? Let's see. So, for the Korean Black Flame, let's grab that while we're at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. He's talking about that team up box I opened. If you guys haven't seen that video, I made a little video of a Thai language team up box getting open. I didn't get the best pulls, sadly. I wish I had gotten better pulls. Let's see. Yeah, the video's sitting at 1.1 thousand views. One of the questions, are the rates worse for Thai language? Felt like it, didn't it? Now, let me go and get, I might get another box of the Korean Black Flame, but I definitely have to get a box of the Pokemon Go now. I'll be right back. All right, so we have sold through the ones that are upstairs. We're not out of them. I have to go way far into the basement, dig them out. This is going to take 5 minutes. I'll be back. Woo! Oh man, I told you it'd take a while. I brought up 2 of them. I had to cut open this big dusty case. I didn't bring up a whole case of them. I was too lazy. So I had to cut open this big shipping case, and it was so dusty. It was crazy. Crazy how the years have gone by. Like, let's see. So this says 2022 on it. Wow. Wow. Black Flame. What? He said Black Flame. Oh. Okay. Black Flame it is. My bad. Anyways, it's pretty crazy how many years it's been. I remember when Pokemon Go came out, Karis and I were living in the other house. The years are really going by. It's kind of scary. Actually, it had me feeling kind of like, I won't lie, when I was down there busting this out and I was remembering when I bought it, it had me thinking like, man, I need to take more time off. Might be time to stop streaming 7 days a week. Might not be such a good idea to do that my whole life. Like, when do I want to start living? I don't know what I'd do, though. I did try to take daytime streams off one time, and then I just kind of sat there twiddling my fingers going, what am I going to do now, game? So you guys remember that? I announced, so just one of these, right? I announced that I was going to start taking daytime stream off, and everyone was like all supportive, like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. And then I did. What I did was instead of streaming, I sat there on my couch and said, now what? Why, mister? Work, work, work. I know, right? Never mind. I don't want to take time off. Back to work. Back to work, baby. Anyways, I can see some boxes I have down there, and they're marked 2021 hollows. Looks like I stored some hollows from a long time ago. And I probably did that just because I had too much bulk, and I couldn't get rid of it all. And you know, it's weird. I was looking at it thinking, wow, some of those might actually be kind of valuable now. I don't know if they are. Maybe not, because so many people, you know, open Sword and Shield. But if anything is from if anything is from the Sun and Moon era in those boxes, which it very well might be, because in 2021, it wouldn't have been that crazy to have been opening Sun and Moon era. Those would be pretty valuable, I'd imagine now. Okay. You need a 10-day vacation. Something. Find another hobby. All right, so here goes. So yeah, these cards come with the stamps. Check it out. Oh, you got, look at that. He got the Ditto on the first try. Wow. Do you want me to try peeling the Ditto to see if the card underneath is centered? You can tell this one is not centered. So I'd say this is a good candidate for peeling. That's the Ditto. You're trying to get a 10 on that, Mr. Julio. Look, nobody bothered doing that back when this set came out. There's hardly any 10 Dittos. No peel? Ah, that's too bad. That's too bad. I'm good at it because we did it a lot back then. All right. Okay, Spinnerack and Lapras. All right. I'm telling you, it's not worth grading it as it is because it's badly off center. So you'll have to peel it. Let's go ahead and snip this. Entertaining. You didn't get to this point. Get to this point. Pokies from the cradle to the grave. What? Tell me something new to try in life, and don't tell me travel. What should I do? I'm thinking I should hire a hot maid. I don't even have kids. I'll be like, I just need a hot maid really bad. Tell Karis that. Hot maid. Travel. Oh my God. Exercise. I am doing some exercise, so I get a little exercise. You are. I'm not a gym rat. I try to do some regular exercise intervals now. Squats. Some mediocre weightlifting. Getting some walks in. We got our little treadmill set up. I'm also controlling how much I eat, trying to focus on my health a little bit. So that has been a big thing for me this year. Ooh. All right. Very nice. What's a toy that I want that I can't have? Probably a hot maid. All right. There we go. She just goes about the house cleaning. Do-do-do-do-do. Hey, we got some boxes over here. There you go. Oh, let me get that for you. That'll never happen. Tennessee Whiskey Tour. Find another hobby. Nah. That'll never happen either. That will never happen. A Tennessee Whiskey Tour. I don't drink, though. Hey, look at that Bowser. Pixel Mario Bowser. Naked Twister with the seniors at the group home. You know, I guess if I was getting it on with the seniors, no one can, like, be mad at me. You do not get in trouble. In my opinion, you do not get in trouble for having sexual relationships with an older woman. People go, really? And then you become the president of France. So that part's cool too. So wait, I need a price on this thing. All right. Yeah, what do you do? What do you do as you age? I guess sexuality is in the hedonism category. That's it. I'm getting involved politically. Well, PP on my TP. What are you saying? Well, I don't have a price for this. I'm gonna offer a price that I think it will sell at. That's it. It probably will sell at $60. I can't imagine this not selling at $60. Nice. But you also might want this guy to go along with it. That is Mario. Go to South Korea. You can't tell me travel. Travel's off the list. Don't suggest traveling. All right. I think I've been having an allergic reaction with the dust or something. Look at that. I handled that Pokemon Go box, and then I get this red splotchy thing on my skin. We are. Okay. All right. Build a PC. Nah. Stop being a joysticker. No, I like using the Xbox controller. I don't want a computer. I don't want the keyboard and the mouse. Okay, Mark J. Valerian for 2 packs of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legend of Blue Eyes. Not sure it was a good investment, says Isaiah. I bought a bunch of Pokemon Go and never opened it. You never opened it? Bro. You're going to have to give that to me. So that was a Pokemon Go pack, by the way. We have more of that for sale. You can pull Radiant Charizard out. He's apparently a $200 card now. But also alternative art Mewtwo's in there and a bunch of other stuff's in there. All these really nice alternative art holos. It's Rain Brian. What's up, man? How's it going? Hey, guys, do me a favor. Smash that like button, will ya? All right. What do we got? We jump over here. All right, I'm jumping back. All right, so Mark J. Valerian. We all know Mister's going to say no to everything besides work. Here's Spirit of the Heart. And, come on, name me something. I'm not going to reject it, I promise. But no traveling. Can't be traveling. Can't be traveling. I have a Bidoof Ditto. There's also new mail. Ooh. Okay. Ta-da. Let's grab this Mark bag. I'm going to hire, like, a sexy OnlyFans artist and have her work with me to make ironic Pokemon card content. Like, she's going to advertise Pokemon cards. Eat Skittles gummies. You love to talk, so do a podcast. Wow, that's a crazy thought, doing, like, a podcast. What would it be on? Would it be a financial podcast or would it be a politics podcast? I mean, I feel like I'd be better off doing a financial podcast. But finances is more niche. Maybe it's good that it's more niche. Yeah, I don't know. Iggy Azalea, you can ask Pokey Nips for that. Oh, mister, always running the old Pokemon shop. Pokemon cards podcast. I mean, in a way, that's kind of what this is. So, I mean, hey, what could make this stream better? I don't know. Why don't we sell cards while we talk? And then, boom, we're right back to where we are. Oh, Sergio Urzua. That's it. I'm starting up my politics alpha male podcast. You know the problem in this country? Women. Hey, it's Michael Moore. What's up, man? Michael Moore says, get me a round of shipping. Sure. Let's get it. Nice to see you again. Let's see. What do we got? How's that Moltres doing for you? Legendary Collection Moltres. That's probably one of your better cards now, huh? Get a Switch too. That's true. This country's going down the toilet, and it's all because we let women vote. Let's see. Or I could do a different angle. The Jews. Oh my God. Let me print. This is my favorite show at 2 a.m. You can invite other Pokemon influencers and sellers to appear, maybe scalpers. Ooh, what if we did a series where we focused on the dirtiest, most scalpiest behaviors possible? And we try to make content where we are like as scalpy as possible. You can't talk politics right or left. They will literally go for your throat. Yeah, actually, that's a fair point. Maybe it's kind of a not so undangerous time to get into politics, huh? You think there'll be like revenge killings? I feel like there's a chance. I don't know. I feel like the Republicans are too like they just don't want to get involved almost. You know what I mean? Is that you, Myron Gaines? You know the problem with this country? Women. All right. Wasn't he going to campuses? Last time I heard about him, he was going to campuses himself. All right, guys, there's no orders in the queue. We have no orders in the queue. Let's go ahead and focus on giving a nice card away. How about this beautiful Roaring Moon? All right, we don't have a giveaway running. I'm going to run a giveaway. He's not terribly expensive, but he is a 10. And if you let him get older, he might actually become a bit more valuable. He's from 2024. Okay. He was supposed to attend a college today, but canceled it. What a coward. Loser. All right. Good. Who's your favorite? Okay, guys, everyone, I want you to be honest. Who's your favorite political influencer if you listen to one? I want to hear what the audience has to say about that. Everyone share. You don't have to pretend or lie. No one here's judging you. Roaring Skies. 100. Okay. Oh, this is Roaring Moon. My bad. Why'd I say skies? My brain just went straight to Roaring Skies. They're all garbage. Trump himself, Karl Marx AI, is that what you said? Nick Fuentes. Do you think Nick Fuentes will become more popular after Charlie Kirk has been assassinated? I bet he will be. I bet he will be because he's a radical. He's an actual radical. And, you know, so anytime that guy talks, you just dismiss him. And I don't know. Maybe he gains some traction as a result of all this. Let me hit refresh. I'm not political, but I listen to them all. Yeah, I guess for me personally, I get a little clip here and there. Some of my favorites would be Kiyosaki. He gets into politics all the time, and he's one of my favorite. And he doesn't talk about the social issues as much, I noticed, but he talks about the exact thing that I care about too, and that is like taxation. So he talks a lot about taxation. The other one would be, I do like Peter Schiff. I don't listen to him all the time. Peter Schiff, he's pretty decent. I learned a lot from him for a year or two. I learned so much language from him about finances, And then I also learned a lot about like some kind of like different economic theories. I learned a lot about the Federal Reserve. So if you listen day-to-day podcasts to Peter Schiff, your financial IQ will jump. Not with Kiyosaki, although I think Kiyosaki is a genius. He doesn't appear to be. He appears to be kind of dumb at first. You watch him, like I listened to the audiobooks of Kiyosaki, so I've got kind of a feel for him. And for a while, I thought he was kind of sort of like not as good of a sort of like explainer, sort of a teacher. And now it's over time, I'm starting to kind of get him. And I think he's a lot smarter than you think he is. And the deal with him is he doesn't actually tell you everything he knows. I think that's the trick with Kiyosaki. He knows stuff, and the way he views it, he's a gatekeeper. That's what it is. He's actually a gatekeeper. And he's waiting for you to put a couple puzzle pieces together that he doesn't put together for you. So Kiyosaki, he seems to be smarter than you think, and he is a gatekeeper. And then Peter Schiff, he's sort of like I don't know the term. I think it's I can't remember the style of economics he prefers, but he's kind of like a free market, open market capitalist, and he prefers the government and the Federal Reserve to get lost. He wants low taxes, and he does not want the Federal Reserve setting the interest rates because it's a centrally controlled economy if the Federal Reserve is doing that. But not just that, he will accuse the Democrats of this problem, but he's pretty open, he's pretty loud about accusing the Republicans of the same problem. He says, well, it's still a centrally controlled economy, but this time it's the Republican centrally controlled economy. So he's really interesting too. I don't know if I 1,000% agree with him, but his ideas, I don't know. I think I disagree. I think some of his ideas are just theories. Yeah, I don't know if I can 100% agree with him. But let's see. Remember Alex Jones was talking about Jeffrey Island 8 years ago. Nobody believed him. Gatekeepers sound annoying. Pooh Keeper or TCC. I would say, okay. And then the third one for me, and this one would probably surprise you guys, Bill O'Reilly. Good old Bill O'Reilly. I grew up listening to Bill O'Reilly almost every single day, and I just like the sound of his voice. That's it. He's super old now. I think he's like 75 or something. And when I was young, I would be outside in the summer heat working in my dad's wood shop, and he'd be at his job, his real job. I'd be out there not doing school, not learning anything, listening to Bill O'Reilly talk politics and talk about the news. And it really impacted me. It did. He was like a mentor almost for how to talk. And I listened to him for years that way. 97.1, and it would just be on every single day because that's what my dad wanted to listen to. So I just left the radio running on that channel. So I'd go out there, and there were a bunch of guys, bunch of commentators, Sean Hannity, Michael Savage, a couple others. But Bill O'Reilly always, he had a feeling to me that was a very familiar feeling. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's almost like my brain gets it or something, or like maybe he has sort of like a cadence or sort of like a vibe or personality that just clicks right away with me. Like it just makes sense to me a lot. But he got kicked out of Fox because he got accused of doing things to girls. So I don't know how true all that is, but he got kicked out for sure. And now he has his own YouTube channel. And yeah, I'll just turn that on every now and then. Not all the time, but sometimes. And then those are probably the main ones. Yeah. Kiyosaki, Schiff, and Bill O'Reilly, those three. Democrats, Republican, left hand. Oh, and another one that's popped up a bit, Asmongold. Yeah, Asmongold's been, I didn't think he'd be much of a political commentator. I've listened to a couple of his. I like Jon Stewart. I think Jon Stewart's a brilliant comedian. His acting, his timing, and oftentimes his writing is really good. But I think also he is all the way to the left, and I think this restricts some of his comedy. I think if he was more centrist, and he could take jabs at both sides more easily. But you can tell, you can kind of tell where he truly lies. And so if you listened, I used to listen to a lot of Jon Stewart. Like I used to listen to him before he stopped doing his job where he took a break. And if you listen to him for a long time, the problem is some of his jokes are repetitive. So he uses the same tricks to do his writing, his acting, and his facial expressions. And at some point, if you get really used to that, if you get used to all of his tricks, all of his expressions, all of his timing, all that fun stuff, you no longer hear the joke anymore. Now you're just hearing him report the story, and then you realize, okay, so this is just like CNN, ABC, MSNBC. So it's pretty mainstream, and it's not often that he has a really clever twist to it. Oh, here's a fun one. Bill Maher. Wow, that guy's I've always liked Bill Maher. He was part of a group, Richard Dawkins, Bill Maher, and the comedian. Oh, how's the comedian? George Carlin. George Carlin. He's part of that group. Bill Maher's actually quite old now, isn't he? He's quite old. So he was part of this group of atheists who were really outspoken atheists. And they impacted my life a lot too, because they allowed me to doubt religious fundamentalism and to open my mind up to how the world's really operating. You know, there's a lot of these religions. They often are, you know, opposed to each other. No one can prove who's right, who's wrong. And so I liked the three of them for that. And Bill Maher's still going, and I still feel like he has that sort of icy shard inside of him that allows him to be a contrarian and perhaps go against whatever's the common, you know, groupthink. So he'll go against groupthink, and so I appreciate him for that. Not always, but yeah, he's good sometimes. All right, guys, just letting you know, it is 3:53 a.m. We have no orders in the queue. If you want to do anything for fun, let me know. I should be pricing up some slabs, huh? We do have more slabs to price. We're not out of slabs to price. Are you ready? So why don't I go looking? I like Bill Maher. He's good. I think with Bill Maher, he doesn't have as much content available, and that kind of makes it so that you don't have as much to watch. He actually did an interview with Charlie Kirk. He had an interview with him, and it was really civilized. And I wonder what he will say about all this. I can kind of already guess. Bill Maher's been sounding more and more conservative over the years. Okay, so we're going to be looking up this. These are potentially abandoned slabs from a really long time ago. We just want to confirm that. You know how I can tell? That's John's old handwriting. John's been gone for over a year. So he's been gone. This says 2023 on it. So I think this is up to 2 years old. Let's see. Yeah? Let's try this. This is a couple of abandoned slabs. Okay, we can't find his name at all. So these are coming out. Charlie was a millionaire, all that money gone. Yeah, he probably had a few dollars, you know, he had a lot of attention. I would say he was one of the most mainstream, successful Republican influencers in the entire Republican Party. That's why it's so significant that he was assassinated. And he was really effective at what he was doing, you know. So Republicans will view this as sort of like, honestly, like an act of war or something. But I don't know how everything is going to unfold. I don't even think Democrat leaders would have wanted this at all. Like, you know how some people say, like, oh, they're behind doors laughing? I don't even think that's true. They're probably nervous, and it's traumatizing for some. And obviously on the right, there's a radical... Both sides have a part of their group that's capable of becoming violent, and those guys are thinking, man, we should do something probably. So, you know, it's not a great time. I think everyone's just kind of holding their breath right now almost. I know I am. We are. Oh, so this guy's a Paldea Evolved Hollow. That's interesting. That is interesting. This was a distraction. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, killing somebody is not as simple as a distraction, I feel. I sent an order set in, says Mr. Russ. Sounds good. One thing I like better about the normal horizontal streams is I can keep it playing in the background. Can't do that with this style, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry. I've heard that, Mr. Murad. We are? I've heard about that. All right, look at all that. Ooh, couple crappy slabs. Okay, yeah, nowadays you can't have an opinion. So, you can have an opinion over here. We won't judge you if you have an opinion. People in this group, we do not mind if you have an opinion, just as long as you can speak respectfully. That's all. You just have to be able to speak respectfully. Here's Tyler Davis, Box of White. Now, you must be talking about a Korean box of Pokemon White. Is that right? Let's take a quick look. No, 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 no. You were talking about the Japanese one then? Oh, it's so confusing because in English we do not have the blister bundles or the I'm sorry, the bundles for Pokemon White. Only Pokemon Black, but I set it up that way, didn't I? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more. We got one more. That would be so convenient if we had one more. No, no, of course. No, no, you would. All right. Quoting the Emperor. Let's grab this. Pokemon Go. Yes, Pokemon Go. Yes, we don't officially have bundles of Pokemon White Flare, so that's why that price caught me off guard. We just matched the pricing on the we matched the price on the Black Bolt because we only have bundles of those. No slabs are crappy, mister. It's Jesse Bergstrom. Hello, Jesse. Hey, what's up, Hawaiian Rifleman? We are. Do you got more packs in Japanese? For Pokemon White, I think I do. This. And then this goes over here. We sold out of Pokemon Black, and a guy was supposed to restock that, and we're still waiting on that. Do you still sell bulk boxes? Right now, I do not. There we are. Mr. John Wilson, how are you tonight, man? Nice to see you. We are. Ooh. Jump back over here. Tyler Davis. Bill Maher. I never got into Joe Rogan. There. Yeah, I never got into Joe Rogan. Another guy who kind of came and went, Jordan Peterson. You guys remember Jordan Peterson? That guy had a tremendous amount of influence for a little while, but you could almost sense it that he couldn't handle it, like he wasn't built for it. And I think he lost me when he started doing his interviews where he would like cry in the interview too much. And I was like, all right, I can't do this. I can't have a guy who cries too much. It just doesn't work. Tyler Davis. Oh, Rogan Rolla. Caphagrigus. There we go. He also tended to use really unnecessarily large words like propensity or something like that, right? And the problem with this is the first time you hear him use a word like that, you think he's super, super, super smart. But then it turns out he pretty much only ever uses that, or proclivity. There we go. He uses the word proclivity. I remember now. So he will say something like proclivity, right? But he will use it over and over and over again to the point that it's actually just a common word in his mind. So the first time, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Buffalant and Keldeo, nice. You got the Buffalant Altart. Beautiful, Tyler. Congratulations, man. All right, so, but Jordan Peterson, yeah, he cried too much, number one. Number two, when he started using his big words, the first time you hear it, super smart. But when you realize he only uses big words, not so smart. It doesn't have the same powerful effect when you realize all he's done is replaced his normal words with big words. But I think he's still a clever guy. But you never hear about him anymore. You notice that? You never hear about Jordan Peterson anymore. I don't know if it's because he made all his money and now he wants out. Maybe he doesn't want to participate. Or maybe he has failed to sort of capture the attention of everybody. Here we are. I didn't know Pokemon did My Little Pony crossover. My Little Pony. That's for Tyler Davis. He's had a pretty good round here. Let's get you a fresh bag. Did you open that box of Nintendo? I did not. I would like Mr. Brett Love to be here for it. I don't want him to miss out on the fun of the live opening. Like, you know, if you're just watching it in hindsight, if you're just watching it in the replay, I don't think that's as fun. So I kind of wanted to be here. If he did want me to just open it and then he could go watch it not live, I'm totally cool with that. But I tend to let people join in and get to watch it live for the enjoyment of it. Yesterday, the friend from PokeRev pulled Rayquaza Gold Star for one of his subs. Yeah, that's cool, man. Pokeball, I heard about that. I heard that a Gold Star Rayquaza was pulled. There you go. Pretty envious. That was a card I could have bought for like $25,000. There was one that popped up for $25,000 a long, long time ago, and I didn't buy it. And you know why? It's because I don't like Rayquaza that much. I'm not the biggest Rayquaza fan. I am not the biggest Rayquaza fan. And I said 25. Nah. Should have bought it. That'd have been a smart move. Even if I... Okay, so the first person in here, Oscar Ascendez. Here you go, Oscar. Okay. Box of Nintendo. Oh, box of Nintendo game pack. Sorry if I didn't finish that sentence. Sometimes my brain takes a shortcut. It says box of Nintendo, and then it says, now what? Probably the onset dementia. Here's Belly Ball. He's an 8. We'll sell him for $8. Okay, here's a little Tyranitar, Palday Evolved. We'll sell him for $8. Now here's an Ammonite. How nice is this Ammonite? Okay, so Ammonite was given a 10. I don't think Ammonite's ever that expensive. A whole box set. Sweet. Okay. Let's go find out what the PSA 10 sells for, and then let's pick a price that's lower than that. Okay. Holy, dude, is that right? $90? This sells for $90 now. Wow. Really? It's just Ammonite. I'm going to make it... $60. So we're not going to copy PSA's price. I don't think that's fair to do. We're going to go with $60 on Ammonite. Oh, look, PDX said 60. That's funny. We had the same gut feeling for it. Okay, so now we've got click, Mark J. Valerian, 2 packs of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legend of Blue Eyes. Oh, yeah. My habibi, he has blue eyes. Seen someone I follow ask 160K for his today. 160,000. Jesus. An easy 160K. Oh, you know, not that much money. About 160K, I guess. All right, let's snip in this. Okay. Mr. Mark. He's got Metal Dragoon and Dark Hole. Whoa, spoopy. That's spoopy as hell, man. I'm getting spooked right now. Okay, thank you, Mark. All right, popping this over here. Mr. Mark. We definitely need some new sets on the menu. I feel like it's time for some new sets. We do have some fresh Pokemon Go packs, right? We just got this from an ETB, everybody. These are $14 a pack. Yes, they are moving up in price right now. Pokemon Go is like 4 years old almost. It's getting old. It contains a lot of stamped holographic cards that are pretty good. And the Radiant Charizard, if you look him up, he has jumped significantly in price up to 200. He used to sell for like 30 bucks. Now he's like 200. Also, if you like breaks, we have the Jumbo Pack Break. Here it is, Jumbo Pack Break. 1 in 4 odds. There it is, beautiful. I wish I had more time that I could snipe that listing job since I list things on eBay all the time. Mr. D. Oh, that you could snipe the listing job. You want to do the listing job? Maybe. We are. I've had a couple guys ask about the job, and I haven't picked anyone, though. Do you think Mega Brave's going to be in Korean? Yeah, definitely. Why wouldn't it be? I do like stamps. Happy with my La Prousse. Your La Prousse. All right. I can see from here there's no orders in queue. Boy, it is tempting to maybe open up that last item, the Nintendo game packs. We could get that knocked out. Or I could go wrap the stream up. Thing is, I think it would be more fun for Brett if he was here to watch it, but maybe he would just want to see the replay. What do you guys think? You think he'd want to watch the replay, or do you think he'd want to see it live? I feel like he'd want to see it live. Maybe I can open half the box now and then half of the rest of the box when he's no longer here, or when he's with us. Slab pricing? Yeah, we could do another slab pricing. Let's see. What else we got? Okay. So we got this card right here that I know you want. Energy Search 9. If you do, send him a timestamp. Make it short. All right. Here we are. Energy Search 9. Oh my. I'm getting the vapors. Do a little $14 for that. Pretty overwhelmingly cheap. It probably genuinely is a 9. So if you regraded that with PSA, it's probably exactly a 9. I wouldn't do half and half, says Cody Hodges. Oh, well, okay, good luck. Good thing we got Cody here. He's the expert on what to do. Nathan Gordon says, finish me Ancient Origins pack. Ah, very nice. I know what you're talking about. Okay, so we're going to go over here. Under Slab Away. Nathan Gordon has an Ancient Origins booster pack that he's finishing. All right. So there it is. Oops. He's lucky because he bought this earlier and it was cheaper back then. This is completed. Completed. So it's Brett Love, Nathan Gordon, Brett Love, Andrew Martin, Brett Love, Chris Abruzzo, Brett Love, and then spot number 18 is open. Ancient Origins, Vintage Box Break. Kind of feels like it's not going to finish. It's weird. Sent an order through PayPal again. Sounds good. Let's see. We have an order, Julio, 10 packs of the Black Flame Korean and one more, Pokemon Go. Hell yeah, dude. All right, there's that Pokemon Go. And let's get those Pokemon Blacks. Do I need a fresh box of it? I believe we need a fresh... Oh, nope. No, we don't. It's right here. I didn't see it. What do you all think of stars and how big they get? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. The universe is 13.8 billion years old. Is it? That's not what the Bible said. All right, you ready? Oh, man. Actually, it's only 10 million years old. And no, I did not evolve from a monkey. You might have. Okay. So, mister, are you supposed to peel the Ditto? I've never seen one before. Oh, you don't know what that is. So back when Pokemon Go came out, that is a specialty Ditto card. And yes, you are supposed to peel it. Now, some people leave theirs unpeeled and they grade them unpeeled. When they're unpeeled, you see Spinarak. When you peel them, you see Ditto. All right, cold. And the Ditto's gradable. Okay, it doesn't ruin the card. And it takes skill to peel them. It's not super easy. And I peeled a bunch of them because I'm a rip and chipper. And we opened hundreds of them. He says, oh, yeah. So I wasn't offering to, like, ruin your card. You're supposed to peel them. All right. The reason you might leave it unpeeled is if you feel like peeling it at home, or if you feel like grading it unpeeled, which is, you can do that, but your card, you wouldn't bother doing that because it's off center. The sticker on top of the Ditto is off center. It's a big sticker sitting on top of the Ditto. That's what's going on. So that Spinarak that you're looking at, it's not real. It's a sticker. There it goes. All humans are apes. Not me. I'm an angel. I descended from the heavens. Okay, Pokemon Go. All right. What do we got? Blissey. and Executor. Beautiful. Look at that Pokemon Go stamp there. See, they come with the stamps. Very nice. Okay, you want to peel it for fun? Heck yeah, dude. Let's get it peeled. All right, guys, you got a nice treat coming up because you're gonna see that Ditto peel. So, how many people in this room have never actually seen the Ditto peel? Because it's been a while, right? It's been like 4 years or something. It occurs to me some of you guys have never really even watched Pokemon Go get opened. So, Mister, is a Deoxys we must catch. Yes, I'm a Deoxys. You must catch me. Catch me opening these, catch these hands. All right, Spinnerack. What you have done is you've pulled a Ditto Spinnerack. Here it is. See a little purple Ditto in the bottom corner? It kind of tells you that it's a Ditto card. All right, and so this Spinnerack's not really a Spinnerack. It's actually a Ditto. And so let's take a look about it. Okay. Ready? Ah, the Ditto's off center as well, huh? So they're both off center, but it's better to have the Ditto rather than the Spinnerack anyways. The Spinnerack's quite common. The Ditto is like once every certain number of packs. He's more rare. Look at that. Cool, right? Keep the sticker for fun. Did you see the Pokevault pull the gold star? I heard about that. That's pretty lucky, huh? Very nice. Very nice. Okay. And now you have Pokemon Go Ditto. Now, here's a fun fact about this Ditto. There's almost no 10s of him. Let's see if I can put this back on a card. It's obviously not going to be a good sticker anymore. Like, I got air bubbles in there. All right. That's for you. You can unpeel it yourself at home for fun. Not really, but sort of. Oh my gosh, Pokérap, blah, blah, blah. Where do you find him? I see people asking about Pokevault trying to put his name out on all Rip and Shipper channels. I mean, I get it. It's a gold star Rayquaza. That's a pretty cool moment. I don't think that it's a... Be honest with this, Joel. Are you from another channel? You're not just out here advertising, are you? Do you hang out here or do you hang out there? Joel Morales? A cool memento. Because of the sticker, where do you find them? So these are in the Pokemon Go booster packs. We have them on the menu, $14 a pack. Your goal is to pull a Ditto just like this and get it to grade 10. They're actually pretty rare. Okay, we'll set that there. Yeah, I mean, some people actually do sort of maliciously advertise. That's a real thing. But in this case, if something actually, cool got pulled, then it's just kind of, it happens, it's not a big deal. Okay. Yep. No PSA 10 Dittos here. That's sad. I want a PSA 10 Ditto, but you can't ever find one. Maybe I should be watching for that. I'm going to set this. All right. Poke Wars 2 coming soon? That's right. This time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a big O face while watching all of PokeRev's top content. And then I'm just going to post it, no credits. He either has to let me keep it or he has to strike it down. And then I'd be like, I can't believe he would do that. This guy wanted me to shout his name from the rooftops. Here's Heath Davis. He says, Prismatic Evolution. You got it. All right, Prismatic, coming right up. One momento. Wait, who pulled Ray Ray? Who will Mr. go to war with next? Nobody? Because I'm not even into that. I just like to open Pokemon cards. Here we are. All right. Ooh. Oh. Lopunny Glaceon. Whoa. So nice. PokeRev's sister. Wait, PokeRev has a sister? Is she hot? Here's Heath. Heath with an H. Ugh. Haha! Here you go, Mr. Heath. There's no odds against the Pokemon, Batman. That's definitely true. There we go. What do we got? Huntail. Voltorb, cheap and affordable. We've got Crocodile. And over here we have a Torterra off screen. And no rarity Dratini. Okay. It's a trans sister, so maybe. Does he actually have a trans sister? Let's see. Prices slabs. You worked at Krispy Kreme because you were glazing too much, bro. Oh, that's so good. That is such a good one. Putting this away. Okay. Now we're going to take a picture of this. How do you guys think I start some drama? How would we do it? What if I wanted drama with another PokeTuber? How do you get drama? All right. All right. I don't know. Maybe he does. Oh, well. Okay. Here we are. Very good. He's got the Trump emoji. All right. Accused them of scalping. Oh, that would be so funny, dude. That would be so funny if I, of all people, accused other people of scalping. What if I went around accusing other channels? This guy does nothing but scalp. Joshua Ramos, 20 to my slab away. Hey, what's up, Josh? Hope you're having a great night. Happy Thursday, by the way, guys. This guy does nothing but scalp. Gee whiz. This is going to go to 65. One raw shuffle and tag grading for Detective Pikachu. Dump tons of bulk hollows on TikTok. Dump tons of bulk hollows. Oh, like in the trash can? You know, I made a video like that, and I made a lot of people angry when I did that. That was a long time ago, too. Strike them down. Are the oversized cards worth grading? I never did it. 1, 2, 3. I have some oversized cards, even some fancy older ones, and I never graded them. I just... What? What? What are we getting here? Oh, yeah. You've got Pikachu, Miraidon. It's Myron. Here's Hydreigon. Here's Roaring Moon. Here's Dragonite. Here's Roaring Moon. And here is Executor. Nice, dude. That was just hiding there. You know, I put some of these packs together a really long time ago, so I genuinely could not even remember what was in there. All right. It's Friday, me. It's Friday, me. Thank you, Mr. Josh. Now, he says go ahead and grade Detective Pikachu. Now, cut all the cards. Let's see. Here he is. Oop. Did you Miraidon, mister? Miraidon. Now, tag grading. Tag grading. Ow. Think I should try to cross that Dragonite? Good. Joshua Ramos. And T for tag. So what do you guys think about sending this Dragonite off to tag, huh? You know, he's just got that one little problem in the corner there, but it's such a clear and obvious problem. I feel like this could make a CGC 10. Don't ask and just cut them. Cut them, mister. I wonder if the TCG police is watching us right now. The TCG police, huh? What's that? You're under arrest. Sarah Dooserberry, 2 boxes, OP13, only the hits. You got it, Miss Sarah. Oh, what did I pull down? Miss Sarah. We got one box, but I don't have another box. I have to go get it. Okay. Oh, yes, we do have 2 boxes. It was right here all along. How nice. Okay. Ooh. Ready? Snipping this. Snipping this. Let's drill the box. Drilling boxes. Okay. The days are getting shorter, guys. It makes me sad. That is the one thing I don't like about winter, the shorter days. Ooh, my left arm's really messed up. Something happened to my left arm that has it really messed up. It hurts to lift over my shoulder, like if I lift my arm up. And it's just in sort of like a pain all the time now. I must have really messed up nerves or something, man, because I have trouble with my lower back all the time, too. Snipping this. I was having lower back pain like yesterday, I think. Chill on the cutting and the drilling. Here we are, says Tammy. Mister, are both the Billy and Tyranitar $8? If so, I'll pick them up. Yep, Belly Bolt. And what was the other one? Tyranitar are both $8. That's right. Those are Cardconomist graded cards, meaning I actually graded those. And then it was a long time ago we had Mr. John doing encapsulation. So he did the encapsulation portion. I did the grading portion. And nowadays, some of them were abandoned. And we're just letting them go. And we're not trying to ask too much for them. There you are. That's because it's kind of weird selling my own graded card, isn't it? But, you know, I think if you just sell them cheap, it doesn't matter. There. If anything really good pops up, we might be a little more campy on the price. Tammy is right. Let's burn it. No! There you are. How you feeling tonight, Miss Tammy? Tell us about your day-to-day. How's your day going? Here's this. Ooh. We can get a pew-pew like those guys did when they shot that 151 UPC. I don't think we're going to do anything with guns for a little while. We're going to stay away from that. There we go. Mario is what grade? PSA 10. Oh, yeah. Not only do we have this Mario, we have another card you might be interested in, but I don't see him. Well, we have this Bowser slab break. So here's a Bowser slab break, 3 out of 8. Anyone else notice the breaks have been moving pretty slow lately? Here we are. And Geo Rock. All right. So we have this Bowser and this Mario. Ah. My day off before more work over the weekend. Oh, you work over the weekend? That sucks. Okay. All right. I feel like some of the breaks have been moving a little bit slower. Somebody jumped in the cloud break today. How cool is that, everybody? Okay. Hat guy. All right. Here's some hollows. Extra money is tough to come by for most right now. No, I agree, definitely. We are. I heard the cost of food is up. Of course, that's bound to happen no matter what, because even when the economy's doing what it's supposed to do, the Federal Reserve intentionally causes 2% inflation every year. So no matter how hard you work, your paycheck better go up by 2% just to counter the change of inflation, right? Ah, ooh, I hear these are good. So I hear that these cards were drawn by the Jujutsu Kaisen guy. Is that right? Wow, that looks creepy as hell, actually. Here we go. All right. Sent for the slabs, says Jay. Thanks, Jay. All right. Tossing this. Now for this box. Okay. Do you go for the PC drops? Personal collection? Do you mean Pokemon Center drops? I never get those. I leave those alone. Those are for you. They're all yours. You and all of the scalper botters can have them. Freaking jerk-ass, scalper-ass jerks. Dude, that's so wrong, man. Using a computer botter to buy out all of a product so that you can sell it back to everyone. That's just illegal, right? It's like a form of theft almost. That's why it's illegal in New York to do that with like tickets, you know, to like shows and stuff. It's illegal. There needs to be an actual law that states you cannot buy out products using bots, just in general, so that, you know, if people are going to do it, at least they know you're actually committing a federal crime and can get in very serious trouble. All right, what we got? Ooh. We can band together and do stuff like that. That will keep the cost of collecting down lower. You know, that's a good thing for everybody. Okay. Scalping with bots is just dirty, dude. It's dirty. Look at this lady. It's not illegal. It's been in the shoe reselling game for a long time. Yeah, but that's why I'm saying, like, you can pass a law that makes it illegal. It would be considered scalping. And but that term used to really mean something, because what people would do is they would buy out like a concert. Somebody with a lot of money would buy all the tickets to the concert, and then they would resell it to you, but at a higher price. That was where we got this idea of the term scalping. And places, ooh, ace, but it's kind of a golden card. There are places that made that illegal. That problem still occurs to this day, but you know, it's occurring with Pokemon cards at a new level with technology. I just feel you've got to do something about that. You know, if you don't do anything about it, it never goes away. Here we are. I only want the PC ETB. It would never pass. It deals with tech, and the AI boys would see it as a slippery slope. Nah, that's a sweeping assumption. I think if you just made it really clear, we don't want it to be legal for resellers to buy product out on websites using bots. And so if you do that, there's like a financial penalty to pay or something. I don't know, some serious penalty. I think that would be a really good idea. All right. Very good. Because that would mean if somebody's really good at botting, they could never tell anyone, they could never teach anyone, they could never share their software or make people pay for the software because they will risk being told on. Ooh. So it might not fully solve the problem, but it will solve it to a certain degree. Congrats on completing your collection. Also, if somebody is, you know, selling a lot of the same product and somebody can put the pieces of the puzzle together and point it out, I think an investigator could ask, so where do you get all that product? Miss Sarah, thank you so much for taking care of the stream tonight, Miss Sarah. Look at this, guys. Sarah's she is the final boss of One Piece openings. Hell yeah, dude. Now we've got Julio Chavez. One Pokemon Go. No, one Pokemon Gem 2 for both the slabs. Can you sign the back of the... I can't sign anything, okay? Just letting you know I can't sign anything. There you are. All right. Occasionally we have a Carddass signature for sale, and I sell it directly as a way to, I don't know, earn a retirement. Now, you wanted this one. What was the other one again? Probably still up on the table. But occasionally we do sell a little signature card. It's usually pretty nice. Not very often. We try to keep it... I learned that if you sign everything, then your signature doesn't mean anything. It's not valuable. And so I think it would be fun, you know, if I get enough subscribers and work on this long enough, it could be fun to actually collect, you know, maybe like a YouTuber's signature. I don't know how much it could be worth, but maybe 40 bucks, maybe 50. That would be neat. But if you're somebody who likes to collect stuff, I would like my signature to be like that, you know. All right. Nice. Ooh. Tossing this up here. All right. This Eurobeat music is perfect for street drifting. Super Metroid Upper Brinstar Eurobeat Remix. You must listen to a lot of Eurobeat because I had no clue that's what it was, but you recognized it, so you must know exactly what this is. To gauge one's celebrity status? No. I just for like the passion and love of collecting, you know? Like if I have PokeRev's signature, I want to think that it has some value to it. If I have, you know, any Pokemon YouTuber signature, it's fun to think, hey, I've got this and this is a collectible item, rather than anybody can go to that YouTuber, ask for the signature, and they just hand it out if you just ask. So I think you can't have that as a rule. It has to be something that's, you know, created slowly. All right. What do you guys think? Am I a celebrity? I'm not a celebrity. Look, we got a whole 68 people in here. That's not celebrity status. But I feel like I've carved out my own little memory, perhaps, in the Pokemon card community. Maybe a little bit of a legacy. It's, you know, what we do here is pretty cut and dry, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know how I impact people that much. I don't always know. Sometimes I have a feeling like I've left a big impact. 68 great people, though. That's right. You guys are the best people. Speaking of which, let's hand out a couple more of these. All right. It is 4:30 at night. Well, I think it's partially my fault that I started the stream so late. Oops. This is Cody. That always screws up the viewership. Wouldn't you guys agree? When you start a stream late, it always screws up the viewers. I don't know why. It just seems to be really consistent. Jay Oliver. Lord Chain. And Roy Schwartz. Mr. Roy. Thanks, man. I think he's new. Mr. Roy. Okay, let's find out who's schnabbing this. Ready? I think we gave out something in the daytime stream, too. Didn't we? Landing on 1 for Oscar Resendez. Wow. Okay, this is yours now, Oscar. Thanks for being here. We'll give out another slab tomorrow, too, guys. Tomorrow is Friday. So, once again, my in-laws are coming over on Friday. I don't know when they'll be here. If they're here very early, that could interrupt the daytime stream. If they're not, then it won't interrupt the daytime stream. So, I have no clue. But, you know, we run like 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. I bet you they'd be over here by then. So, I don't know exactly how it's going to go tomorrow, okay? Did my Gem 2 get open? Ah! Of course, the Gem 2. Let me jump back to the Gem 2. My bad. My B. Okay. Get this little Hello Kitty out of my way. Ta-da! All right. He has one for his other channel mic, but not this one. Do I have what? What's this question? Okay. On this way. And what do we have here? Oh, Sylveon. Very nice. Beautiful. So nice. Let's grab your bag. Shouldn't it be right here? Oh, here it is. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Julio. You placed a couple orders tonight, huh? Really appreciate it. All right. Cool. Any stamps? Any stamps? In the Gem 2-pack? Oh, yeah. It does come with stamps, doesn't it? No, I did not see a stamp, though. The stamp would be the last card to the back, so I did not see a stamp. Okay. I'd love to see the play button up close. Yeah, it's a silver play button. We are quite close to getting the silver play button for this channel, too. That would be my second play button because I have another channel that's already 130,000 subscribers. If you're watching this and you're kind of new, smash that subscribe button. Let's get to that 100,000, guys. All right, so I'm hopping off now for the end of the nighttime stream. We'll be back on for the Friday daytime stream and we'll see how that goes. Okay, see you later, guys.